FANUC Servo motor troubleshooting process. We received 2 FANUC Servo motors from our customer. First, we put them on our test bench to check what the problem is. Let's look at the first motor shows alarm 411. Next, we replace it with our own encoder to see if the problem is caused by the encoder. We remove the customer's original encoder. At this point, we notice something: the motor doesn't have a coupling installed. So we install the coupling, then mount our encoder and test it again. This time, the motor runs normally. That means the problem might be the encoder, or it could be because the coupling was not installed. To make sure, we reinstall the customer's original encoder and test again. And now, everything works fine. It's surprising that such a small coupling plays such an important role in the motor's normal operation. Now let's check the second motor. It also shows alarm 411. We replace it with our own encoder for testing. But this time, the alarm changes to 410. Then we install the customer's encoder onto another good motor for testing. The motor only rotates once and stops, and alarm 439 appears. Our engineer starts to wonder, could there be a problem with the drive on our test bench? So we replace the drive with another one. But after replacing it, the problem is still there. Finally, we try changing the motor instead. This time, the customer's encoder works normally. It turns out that our motor had a problem, and the customer's issue was also confirmed: their motor itself was faulty. The whole repair process is actually about checking and verifying again and again. During troubleshooting, new problems may appear, and we can't fully trust that our test equipment is always 100% correct only by repeated cross-testing and replacing parts, and eliminating all uncertain factors. Can we finally find the real root cause?